Hello, folks. My name is Vincent Carlson. I am an actor and theater director. I am currently teaching at the University of Illinois as I finish my doctorate in Shakespeare and adaptation. I am here to talk about Carole Carraher and her lasting legacy of leadership. But first, I wanted to say hello to Dr. Riley. We've certainly come a long way since that April in 1999, right before I was supposed to graduate high school, when both of my parents and the police were called to your office. Hi, Dr. Riley. Sorry for the stress. You all have been hearing from many of Carole's students claiming to be her best student. Now, against expectation, I will not make that claim. I was not the best student. I was fine in the classroom, but I was struggling probably outside. Perhaps too much energy, not enough focus, perhaps not enough challenge. But Carole saw in me the potential for something great and lasting, and that, to me, speaks to her legacy of leadership. Not only did she quite literally transform the landscape of high school theater in Nebraska, the aesthetic of theater throughout the state has been styled after her productions and the techniques and devices of her direction to this day, but beyond that, the impact she had on her students transfers and permeates to their own lives, to their careers and businesses, to their families, to her students, and their students, even to the halls of the United States Justice Department. Not all of her students went on to careers in the arts. In fact, relatively few actually did. But it was the lessons we learned on stage and in her rehearsals that carry on her legacy into the future. Lessons like seeking connection over dismissal and embracing a spirit of radical inclusion, working on something greater collectively than that which could be achieved alone, and taking responsibility for an individual part within the whole. Creativity and resourcefulness in problem solving, granting agency to take initiative, grow, learn, develop on one's own, and in turn, teach and lead your peers. Identifying that hard work often leads to great success, and also sometimes it doesn't. Learning to be humble and gracious in the face of disappointment is also necessary. Observing potential in others and providing an opportunity for them to succeed. That last one is perhaps the most important for me and speaks the greatest to her lasting legacy. Let me repeat it. Observing potential in others and providing an opportunity for them to succeed. Now, when I work with Shakespeare's plays and other dramatic texts from the past, it is important for me to recognize not merely what something is, but what something could be in the future. A play script is not only an artifact that exists now, but it is a map and a guide for something that may yet be. A play or a production that has yet to arrive. Shakespeare's Hamlet says, "I eat the air, promise-crammed." He means that he is hungry for the potential that is crammed into a future moment. That is what I call a promise of futurity. Carole observes people and situations. She identifies potential, and she creates opportunity for something that could be greater and more significant than what currently exists. Carole was not merely directing plays and constructing a system for play production that is embedded into the entire state of Nebraska. She was promise-cramming. She was identifying in her students the promise of futurity and providing avenues for us to rehearse and enact our potential. If Carole is the tree from which we all branch, that tree has now become a forest that continues to grow and multiply throughout our own worlds. And that leadership is a lasting legacy. As a parting statement, I'd like to say that while I may not have been Carole's best student, I am, without a shadow of a doubt, her favorite. Thanks for your time.